back to another wonderful, albeit abbreviated episode of the Concord here on Around the Table on at the Transverse. We are here, so happy to be
Wait,
performing for
I have a
y'all.
question.
Answers.
I think
Yes.
it's all on the table.
All on the table.
Okay,
Yes.
continue.
That's where we are. We are on the Transverse. My name is Molly. I use she, her pronouns. And we have just had a wonderful night of troubleshooting.
Technical hell.
Technical hell for our producer. And she's been so wonderful. And so we're so excited to bring this show to you tonight. Now I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to play D&D with my friends. And a cat is actually also featuring here. A speaking cat, which is wonderful.
I am
when last we came across this band of intrepid elves, they had just rid themselves of the terrors of Sepronx the Sludge Razor himself and Tupel. All right.
No, this is in game.
In game, hit me.
My question is, does Sepronx raise sludge RAZE or RAISE?
Scientists remain divided.
No.
Okay, continue. Thank you.
Much like Shania Twain, is she still alive? Scientists remain divided. So,
cut it
having captured Rupel, Rupel showed them to a small twisting cavern in the back of this mergoblin hideout. So now for my actual preamble. That's to catch everyone up for our bonus episode today. So to the far north, wild blue waves beat against the hull of an ebony ship. A diving bell swings back and forth frantically from the bow. Just above on deck, a war axe catches the moonlight as a drop of blood falls down the blade. It trickles over an inset moonstone that glints with orange in the night. This light casts onto a white opal carved into the shape of a shark's tooth, and it's driven into the side of the face of a person uttering foul prayers in an absolute frenzy. As we head further south, an island once home to a small crew of mergoblins and their trusty attack lizard is swamped in flotsam from an elven shipwreck.
The lizards are fine, to be clear. No lizards were hurt in the... Well, one of them died, I guess. But
in the making in the making of this D&D game, one lizard
died, but the other one's okay.
The other is unconscious, and one goose is thoroughly perturbed. On the far side of the island, an entryway draped in tropical greenery, we see the blade of Elan clearing through to get a vantage point through the thick brush. She's brown hair tied up tightly. She stares out. Behind her, a skinny young man grasping a beaten book. A man with sunken eyes and black hair filled with the terror of beyond stumbles along behind them, and quietly dancing to the beat of her own drum is an elegant elf. Their eyes trace out into the sea in front of them, and an island never before seen seems to have appeared in the distance. A massive, matted tropical jungle tangles their eyes. As their eyes ascend from this tangle, the brush clears. Jagged volcanic rock protrudes from the thicket. The mountain, beheaded, bleeds a weak stream of smoke into the sky. As their eyes trickle down the other side, a pillar of black smoke pours from what must be a burning town. As everyone starts to get their bearings here on the beach, everyone is able to notice the hull and parts of the broken mast of the Foriolus on the near shore that newly appeared island. What would you like to do? I saw your hand. Karis, what's up?
I thought Odd had blonde hair.
It happens at sea sometimes when you've been getting a bit dizzy. Things start to look a little different than you thought.
It could
Plus,
also
you know,
be
when my
just very
hair
dirty.
gets wet, sometimes people say it looks brown. It's like a muddy kind of blonde. You know, I always think it's blonde, but it's really hard for people to tell, and so I get a lot of back and forth. You know, so it's a
In
combination.
my families, that's very common. Where your mother says you're blonde, but really everyone says you're actually very light brown haired.
I am actually blonde in South America, so
it's not muddy, Odd. It's like a chocolate, you know. It's very sweet looking. You kind of just want to like lick it, you know. Yeah.
Well, please don't lick my hair.
I mean, not unless you ask, but that wasn't my point. But yeah. Anyways, it's a blonde with a little bit of a wet brown behind it. Anyways, you don't suppose that smoke is like them cooking? Perhaps it's like not a fire because it's on fire. This is wishful thinking, maybe.
Judging from the sooty quality, I would estimate it is probably a medium to small sized town on fire.
I'm not sure.
Here's my question, because I didn't know there was even an island there. How
That's
do
a good
we know
point.
that it's a town?
I'm not sure where we are. Anybody got a map or something? Probably not. Yeah, that's what I
I'm gonna
thought.
turn to Odd
So,
and gesture to Odd's book.
there's a map.
Is there
there.
a map
I'm gonna
in
be rightly
there?
surprised. That's gonna be quite a surprise if you have a map of this place. It doesn't
Probably
exist.
not a map.
It's
Odd's
an
gonna look
animals book, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe
So
there's
Odd's
a map of the
gonna.
biology of where certain animals migrate to.
Mhm. Yeah, that's kind of what he's thinking. So I'm gonna look
I'm
around
doing
and see
some
if I
quick math
see.
here. There's only
If only we
you
had
know,
the maps from
four
the
of
ship.
us.
We had so many charts.
The ship. I can see the remnants of it. I mean, we'd have to be very lucky for something to survive that. But if it was in a leather
Well, we
casing, we could be
survived.
lucky.
You'd
Yeah,
be
but we're not
surprised.
paper.
Could be in some things that was
The
sealed,
charts.
maybe?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If
A
it was like
lot
in a
of good
leather,
stuff from
like
shipwrecks.
a casing,
They're
something like
all-
what Odd's always carrying, it could have survived. I'm saying if you want to search the wreckage, we could.
It's not high
So
likelihood.
as all this conversation is happening, Rupal or Tupal, scientists remain divided, is standing there with their arms bound, kind of looking at you all with these big kind of yellowy eyes, just like, what is happening? Like, and they'll be like, and they'll turn to you and say, do you want to see the dinghy?
Well, has that island always been there?
I've never seen it before in my life.
All right,
So
what
you
are you
live
talking about the
here.
dinghy? What do you mean the dinghy?
There's a Pronks. She kept they kept a boat, little
Right.
dinghy.
Right. The Blue Pole told us that there was going to be a dinghy that they were bringing us to.
Is it Bloople?
Bloople?
That's what I thought.
Rupal. Oopal.
It's
Oopal.
Tubal.
That's the common denominator
Tupal, I
here.
think.
Oopal. You're telling me there's a dinghy that the Sapronx has been keeping.
Scientists
The
may be
remnants of their
divided.
ship. Scientists may be divided, and there's an island here that has apparently just come up out of the ground. You know, wasn't there like an earthquake or something, or was that a water quake or a tornado? We're on the boat.
I believe
Okay.
it's still earthquake even if it affects the water.
A sea
Alright.
quake?
I can.
Did anybody
I don't know
notice
what any of
something
that
come
means,
out
but
of the water? Did anybody
What?
notice something come up out of the water? Is what I'm getting at.
were there any more of you?
Yeah.
No, I think what she's
I
trying to
didn't
ask
see
you
any.
is,
Just one.
did you see the island appear, or was it not there, and then you look in that direction,
yeah. What he said.
and then it's there?
What he said.
Oh,
There.
This is kind of the first I've seen it.
Okay, so it was not there, and then he looks in that direction, and then it's there.
Yeah,
Are
we
you
come
telling
out of
me
the
something
cave,
else?
some weird thing happens and shakes everybody, and the Bronx falls over with a headache, and I don't know.
All right. I'm gonna far-fetched plan here. I've read it in the books. I think we've got ourselves a magic island, and it came out to the water, and the storm brought it about. There's probably a treasure on it, and we're probably gonna have to save a princess. Yeah.
So
Maybe it's a
It's
Brigadoon
logical.
situation.
is this, do you think the island showing up could be what caused all the weird stuff from in there?
Well, I'm gonna look at Kendall
I
here
think it
because
might be related, but I do not think that is the cause.
you're the one who's
What?
feeling kind of weird.
Yeah,
Ugh.
the weirdness that happened in there, it comes from a much larger cause than any island could cause.
So I
Oh.
See, from my experience, it was a separation of the mundane and the magical.
I'll tell you what's magical. This dinghy and cutting my hands free so I can go back to living my life, please.
All right, you really think we're that thick, Opal? Really? I don't appreciate your understanding of our intellect here. Yeah.
No, I think
Alright.
that Upal
Odd is
genuinely
clearly like
wants-
3 brains in 1. All right. Kendall's 2. Karis could outdance you. I'm not going to talk about my own brain.
Karis walks over
Yeah.
and takes out a knife and moves to cut the hands free.
What are you doing?
No, it's fine. We already rested. I only tied him up so that while we were resting, it was not an issue.
Okay.
Thank you.
insert-
Oh,
Go, bud.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
Timo,
all right.
It
that's
seems
against
to me
protocol.
we
Thanks for the magical
probably we probably need to go and get
So-
at least look at those supplies. We are effectively stranded at this point, so anything we can get, I think, is a good
you're
resource
right.
for us.
But do we go look at the supplies in the burning island or the supplies in a dinghy?
But
I think we
the
could
point
use
is
the
we
dinghy
take
to get to the
dinghy
island.
the burning island where our ship
How it
is.
works. Yeah.
Sorry, I was talking at the same time as you. You go ahead, Dot.
Saying the same thing, I think.
So, Upal, as they are now named, scientists have reached a consensus.
Well,
Um,
That's
You're
how
welcome,
it
you're
works.
welcome.
You know, the
Science
victors
is-
get to
is,
decide everyone's
Phelan.
name.
This
That's
is good.
good.
This is the best
So-
content we've made this entire show.
and
Dr.
a
Sulo.
bonus episode. Like, imagine, like, how spoiled are the fans right now?
Can I just get a little snippet there? Dr. Sulo. That's for you, Odd. That's for you, Karis. That's for you, Kendall. Looking kind of nice, eh?
Mm.
All right. There you go.
Not
Anyways,
really,
to
Dot.
the dinghy.
And
dinghy.
so
Doctor,
she
you want
will-
me to be?
They'll walk you down the shore a bit, and there's this inlet that's it's just a sandy inlet, and it's the dinghy is a rowboat. It's a rowboat that's like, they're trying. There's like some significant holes in the bottom of it that they've patched with old crate wood, and they appear to have kept trying to shove seaweed in some of the holes. So you don't think this would go quite far, but you could probably get to the island with it.
Tiny Dancer, you think you can row us across in that? It's kind of broken a little bit down here, it seems.
And there are oars.
Brilliant.
Well,
Sure. Let's go.
Kendall, before you start doing anything with that boat, Kendall's gonna put his hand on your shoulder and go, "By Kendrick, I believe you will be blessed in this endeavor." And he casts guidance.
Good. I'm gonna need that.
Yeah, or should we I don't know, I could try to stop it up with something. The little holes. Or unless you think we can hold it.
It's how far is the other island?
No, please. Let's stop it up. It's gonna be a lot.
It's
easier to row if
it's about a
floats
mile out.
properly.
About a mile. Alright.
Everyone can
I can
swim,
tinker
right?
with it. I can tinker a
I
little
don't know
bit.
about the rest of you.
Odd. Last I checked, you're no offense, you're built like a smart fella. How do you feel about
Thank
Rowan?
you. I
Yeah?
have always considered my build very intelligent.
It is a very intelligent build. I can tell that you spent a lot of time thinking. A lot of time thinking.
A lot of people
With
value
that
the
said-
muscles in the body, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
how attractive are the muscles of the mind?
I love an intelligent man. I really do. I like to be wooed by the brains. However, we've got
I'm flexing my
be
brain.
moved
Can you
by the
see?
oars. So, how do you feel about Rowan?
And as you're saying that you're flexing your brain, Upa will be saying, "Wow, I've never seen something so smooth."
You mean my moves?
compliment
You mean my
you think
moves
it
are so
is,
smooth,
my
Upal.
friend.
Common mistake.
I
Common
find that
mistake.
quite a compliment,
Yes.
Kendall. It's quite a compliment, in fact. It's a beautiful compliment. Upal, the little thing that you're wearing there, are you wearing anything, actually? I can't tell. Is that just your skin?
Are they? Yeah, they're wearing a modesty loincloth, and it has this. Nope, can't say that. Yeah, they're wearing a modesty loincloth that's just tattered fabric.
Nobody wants to see that. Not you, not God, not
Anybody?
anybody.
All right,
Even
I
in our
will
mind's
do you a favor
eyes.
and not take the last bit of triangular dignity you have there. Could you and Audie here collect some of those tattered sails from the shipwreck for me? I'm gonna try to plug in some of these holes for my
I
dear
thought the
friend.
shipwreck was on the other island.
No,
No, there's
no. It's over here. There's some
There's one-
tattered sailings.
You're on the same island. You just went
We-
through a
Yeah.
cave in the middle of it.
we arrived
Yeah.
with Flotsam, remember?
Yeah.
Right.
Kendall, you weren't there, but I did have to get somebody pulled out of it. But it's there for sure.
Okay.
It was very
I'm gonna-
manly.
I'm gonna sit down.
I-
You go get stuff, and then
we need
I'll,
to plug the holes. I need
I'll
to
psych
shove
myself up
things.
for row.
You get psyched up. You just get your muscles ready. Shake it out. Get loosened up. I'm gonna shove things in these holes with the help of my friends here, and we're gonna try to make this work.
We did have a long rest, correct, Molly?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Whoever
So,
is not Tiny Dancer, start grabbing me some things.
Yeah.
Roll a
Literally
survival check
taller
for me,
than you.
please.
Survival.
Do I get advantage since I have tinkering and smith's?
So that'll be what we need to do: resource collection and then fixing the boat.
Alright, so
Also,
we need
everybody
to
that's
see what we
actually
get.
resource collecting. All right, so
Molly,
I'm
can you
gonna
put
resource
my
collect.
character on the map so that I can pull up my character sheet? 'Cause I can't.
13 from me and whoever else is helping me.
Kendall actually wants to specifically look for pitch or resin or anything that might be able to be an adhesive.
Okay.
Clever.
I think that would probably be a little harder to find in the sail pieces, but that's what he's looking for.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Can you see yourself? Oh, there you are. You're off on
Yeah.
the side.
Thank you.
Has investigation always been a skill?
Yes.
Mhm.
In 5e.
Well, it's not a great.
So you rolled a 12.
13.
You're able to.
I rolled a 13. Are you talking about me or Kendall?
Kendall.
Fine.
So Kendall rolls a 13 on the investigation check. I think as far as like finding pitch, like something that you would use like down in the bottom to like fix the ship, you don't find any like tar or anything kind of floating. You don't see any barrels of that. You know that would typically be kept in the hold, and you see the hold is mostly intact on the other shore. So you're like, it would be, but it's there.
Right.
But you are able to kind of get like some boards, and you're able to find a board that has a number of nails kind of driven into it.
Sure.
So you would be able to you think you'd be able to jerry rig this together.
I'm gonna ask Opal, but you got any bees on this island?
Bees?
Yeah, they like biz around and sometimes they sting you and they make honey.
Oh, there's the underwater. There's the floaty fish, and the floaty fish sting you. Is that what you're looking for?
Like
Float.
above ground, flying little guys. I'll like estimate the size with my hands.
And so they'll say, no, never seen bees.
No bees.
Just a lot of, seabirds.
Couldn't we just use wood and nails?
Well, I think
Yeah.
that Kendall and I got some of this. I think I can rig something together.
Great.
Well,
All right, so you
here's
roll
the
the
materials. I do not know what to do with them, but I trust
Just
in you. Amy.
hand them over, Kendall. This is where my hands can do the
But
job.
I can only hope that Kendrick guides you in this.
I really hope they don't. I need to be very much alive for this task, and I feel like dead hands aren't going to do it.
You do not understand how Kendrick works, and that is okay. He will guide you.
It's like it's a lot of dead hands, maybe. Yeah. Do I roll with advantage?
You roll a d4, additional d4 on the skill check.
All right, I need a d4. Well,
On the other
fine.
hand, the Dead Hands is a pretty good name for Kendall's indie band.
We have a
When he
lot of
finally
band
gets a
names.
start.
Let
Yeah.
me write that one down. I'm just gonna have a running
like
list.
a man who can play in a band.
So what do you got?
I need to roll a d4, but I've got an 18 right now. Added to whatever you need me to add it to.
All right. So it's an 18 plus 2, 20.
Yep. All right.
So you get this. This dinghy is looking great, and you even get in there a little bit. You get excited, and you're actually like sanding it. Like
it's
looking
really real
smooth.
good. Ooh,
And so you
baby.
think that this is watertight now. You're not gonna have to do anything.
I'm so good at filling holes. Like really good at this. God, look how smooth.
Very
Nice.
Things
Tight
that
fit.
masks say.
So tight. It's a good fit.
Odd is standing very far back on the beach, and he's like, "Those holes look really well filled."
Oh, thank you, Audie. Thank you. I had you in mind. Just wanted to keep things real sophisticated, clean, looking good. There you go.
Can I go check on my lizard, please?
Yeah, I think that is fine.
Google has
Should have a good life.
Yeah, they're attack lizard.
It's my pet lizard.
Yeah, you go, man.
All right, bye. And the Mergoblin will just start down the beach and go try to find its pet lizard.
All
What
right.
a nice guy, eh?
Oopal's going to get his lizard. Audie, you gotta come back now. We're gonna get inside the boat so that our friend here can row us across.
All right. So what does with this plague? What does limbering up look like for our elegant
Sitting
friend?
down and resting.
Okay. Cool.
Really,
All right. So
very accurate.
Oh yeah, and then right before we go, maybe just a big stretch.
big stretch.
I will watch respectfully
Big
from a distance.
Mm-hmm. And we'll all
So-
probably say that as it's happening. We'll all go, big stretch.
And I'm gonna look around and everybody suddenly big stretching, like, all right, the limber up party.
So, you all pile into the rowboat. You're gonna need to make this is gonna be an athletic skill challenge.
Who's making the check?
Well,
I believe that
Karis is rowing.
is the one.
limber.
Okay, you got that 1d4
Sure.
from that guidance.
Quite limber indeed.
So
Okay.
first, you need to roll to get out into the surf and get out into the ocean.
Gotta push it. I can walk with a boat. I think I can handle that part.
Okay, so the first part will be at advantage.
I can help you if you need it.
18.
All right, so you're able to get the boat disembarked from the island, and you're starting to row. You're feeling good. All right, and so at about the halfway mark, the wind starts to pick up, and the waves become a bit choppier. Make another athletics check.
Everybody make sure your booty's on the dinghy.
Kendall would also be praying over you, so casting guidance. So out of D4.
17.
All right, and so you're able to kind of probably so sitting. I'm imagining that kind of there's in the middle. Karis is rowing, and I'm sort of imagining in the back there's like Kendall and Elon, and then in the behind where Karis is rowing, I'm imagining Odd. And I sort of imagine like as one of these waves go, like the book flies out of their hand and they're barely able to pull it back in. And there's sort of like this big panic, this panic eye look. All right. And so as you're starting to come in, you will see some a kind of an odd shape moving under the water.
Odd fell in.
No, not in this case.
Strange.
An unusual shape and a strange.
An
shape.
unusual shape, see?
Who sees it?
Is Odd able to identify it as an animal?
Oh, Odd would definitely know it as an animal.
Why
Would
are
Odd
your
know
eyes
what it
looking at the
is?
water like that.
You've seen it. You've seen octopus before, but you've never
Oh.
seen something this large.
Oh, you're staring at the water intently, and you're getting closer to
What
the water,
is that?
staring at it. What
Well,
are
you
doing?
this is a fascinating specimen. I've never seen one of this size before. We might be able to get a
what
little
do you
bit
mean that?
closer.
Kendall, what are you saying? What do you mean it? What are you talking about?
What
What are
of
they-
this size? Because there is something large, and I do not know what it is.
Well, have you guys ever heard of an octopus? They're strange little creatures, members of the cuttlefish family. And they have 8 legs. Usually they like to grab their prey. They're incredibly intelligent.
Yeah, octopodus. Yes. we
Yeah,
are familiar.
octopodis.
Yes.
Why are we?
8 feet.
This one seems to be particularly large.
Yeah.
Why are we?
So how many are we talking then? 12,
faster.
13 feet?
Row faster, maybe.
How many are we talking?
Kendall's gonna try to take a good look to see if he can make an estimation on that size.
And what's the
I
size?
think that instead of cephalopoding, we should be rowing the boat faster.
Cephalopaddling.
Huh?
Yeah, cephalopaddle. Cephalopaddle.
Odd-
Thank you,
Odd
tiny
just, like,
dancer. Let's go. Do you need help?
loses
I'm
it.
So
really not good at that.
you see this is about 10 feet long, and so like the body is probably about 3 feet long, and the tentacles extend out about 7 feet from the body.
Nope.
Just went to roll perception, but you gave me the answer anyways.
I'm going to absently put my hand on the back of Odd's whatever they're wearing, just to it's just.
He
a
is leaning.
security
He's
grasp
leaning
is all.
really
It's a
far
security
over the boat.
grasp.
So with this happening, Karis, what are you doing?
I'm shaking my head and just trying to row.
All right. So as you're rowing, you'll start to feel like extra resistance on the paddles as and you look up and you'll see kind of something gripping on to either side, 2 tentacles gripping on either side.
Okay.
My other hand will reach
What do you
out.
do?
I'm
Kendall.
gonna try to jerk them around in a specific order / formation to try to make them lose their grip.
Okay, make an acrobatics check. Or swinging around wildly.
Going to hold
Do
on
I-
to parts
So I
of
still have
clothing
less.
for Odd and Kendall.
No,
Just
I don't think so.
security.
Okay.
They're all
security
looking over the
holding.
window.
18.
18. So yeah, so you're able to shake these tentacles off and to get the boat into shore. And so as you disembark, or we'll see if you decide to do that. This is the situation that you find yourself, where you find yourself. And let me drag you onto the map.
Just security holding my 2 friends here who are prone to falling into things.
I've never ever fallen into anything.
I feel like
And-
I saw you falling
Odd
over
is
the deck gathering balls not too long ago.
Odd is as far
Yeah.
over the edge of this dinghy as he can get. with you still holding on to him.
Kendall had
Yeah.
put a hand on one of his weapons, one of his sticks, to see if the tentacle had come up to a point where he could reach it and just bop it.
No, you can't bop it, but you can twist it.
Okay. Got it.
Hey.
Bump
Your joke
it
was
and-
better
I
than
already
mine.
twisted it.
Oh, okay. Then you have to pull it.
Well, I want to bump it.
You would like to bump it.
I would like to bump. I would like to bump.
Roll a
I
bump
would like
check.
to bump. Who am I bumping?
So the bump check.
The
The bump check
thread
is a D20 plus razor burn from when you shave your legs. How many bumps you get?
Alright,
That's your
alright.
bump check.
All right. I was gonna say, do I get an advantage if the thing I'm bumping wants it?
I feel like that'd be sleight of hand.
That
I'm
would
really
be
good. I'm
So
really
what's
good
the
with
what's
my
the flick it
hands.
check
I'm
then?
really good with my hands.
so.
See, now
As
we're
you,
getting into the advanced.
Yo,
If you had the really cool
used
bop
word
it.
that made sense. I feel like this is getting out of hand.
No,
Nothing
you
gets
don't
out of my hands.
understand. This is the
Nothing gets out
content.
of my hands, Kendall. Nothing.
So, as you come up and you look at the what remains of kind of the rear of the ship, you see one of the broken masts fallen and having drifted in, similar to what some of you may have ridden on. You see on kind of up a set of stairs, you see another one of our broken masts. And you see around it the you recall that there was an inset into the ship that allowed the hands to kind of manifest, and you see that is there, but it's not all in one piece. And then everybody make a perception check for me.
Okay, my perception is low, but I got a nat 20, so
22.
21.
20.
Okay, so with a nat 20, you hear kind of inside of the ship where you know the hold would be, you hear some quiet ribbiting.
Does anybody else
who's-
hear it?
Are you feeling sick?
The 22, the 20, so Elon would also hear the
Somebody
quiet
hear it?
ribbiting.
Is that
Fake 20 do it?
is that a frog?
Sounds
toad?
like
I
a
don't
frog
hear
to
it.
me.
But
I thought it was somebody getting sick, but now that I keep hearing it, it sounds like a toad.
Well, I thought you said it was a
Interesting.
frog.
What is this?
Well, is it a toad or a frog? I'm not really sure. Odd. What's the difference? It's making sort of this like sound, you know.
There's a difference.
Yes,
I
there
don't
is
know.
a difference between toads and frogs.
I don't pay attention to animals. so
Generally,
I'm
you can
asking
tell the
Audie.
difference by the texture of their skin. Toads are generally more
I'm not
warty
gonna touch
looking
it.
and covered in
Why
lumps
are
and
you
bumps,
touching
while
twigs
frogs
and
are
frogs?
smoother.
No, you should not touch them at all. You
I'm
should
not-
look
I'm
at
not
them.
gonna-
Do not touch.
Many of
Why
them
are you
actually
looking at
have a
them?
lot of healing qualities and benefits, and it's hard to tell which ones are going to be healing and which ones are going to make you swell up really big until you touch them.
All right.
Sometimes
Are there
swelling
any
up
that
really big is
Supposed to
healing.
touch them.
Are they big? Are they small? Do they get very big? Because I can hear it, and so can Karis. And you know,
I'm
we've just been
gonna-
dealing with a lot, and I'm not really interested in running into a gigantic toad.
A gigantic
lick me.
toad. I don't know. I kind of want to see that.
Can I-
really
if I'm
don't.
listening, can I
don't
hear
want
it,
to
Molly?
touch me.
Yeah, now that they pointed out to you, you can hear it. It sounds like it's coming from the inside of the ship.
Can I identify if it's a frog or a toad from its croak?
You can roll a Arcana check for me or a Nature check.
Great.
I'm gonna start picking up pieces of hand
Of hand?
Yeah.
of hand rock, hand stone,
Oh, you're gonna walk up onto
Oh.
the ship and start picking it up?
or the beach near the mast.
No, it's up on top of the. It's the inset is on the up the stairs there.
Well,
Did you say
I'm
it?
just gonna start walking towards the ship because I don't want to be anywhere near the shadow in the water.
Okay. That's fair.
And with that, I have to go.
All right. So, as you sort of hear as the footsteps fall on the wooden ship, you see behind you some tentacles start to come out of the water, and the ribbiting goes silent. And we'll start with initiative.
Awesome. Okay.
Cool.
Goodbye,
All right.
everybody.
Bye.
Share this
Thank
out.
you.
Bye.
Recording is going off now.